All right. So we haven't talked about verses in a long time, y'all. Now, there was a verse.
Oh, this was the highlight of our day. Oh shit.
And we've done recap. We probably did about 10 to 11 recaps of verses. It's not all of them, y'all, but this one particularly sparked my interest.
It was entertaining.
Wait, so when we were talking about
versus Tyrese for the algorithm.
Like I literally I typed in the chat and I was like, do I have to watch this versus? And Daryl said yes. Damn, okay, shit. All right, well, let me like that's it. Just said yes. Okay. Right.
Now I will tell people that the Hit Boy Mike Will Made It was actually a decent versus. It's just music though, but they both, you realize how much music they both produced. That's new and stuff you would know, old folks. So
I needed this today. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping. I've been stressed out. I needed this. This was what the boost that I needed. This sometimes I need a little shade in my life
and this was
to bring out the sunshine. I need the shade to bring out the sun. This was the dirty.
What did you think about this Tank versus Tyrese? What is your overall thoughts, Stacey? Like, what was
this? Was the dirty Mackin Olympics?
Ooh.
This was the dirty Mackin Olympics, is what this was. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. These two niggas. So it's between the two of them. You can't leave your gal around the other one. At all. If y'all at the house and everybody kicking it, if you get up to go to the bathroom, take a gal with you.
Yeah.
Because
in general,
because if she's still sitting in the living room with your homeboy, one of them is gonna be like, you know what, you hella cool. I like you a lot better than the girl that was over here yesterday. That's what this was. It was the dirty Mackin Olympics. And it's the fact of, and it's like the thing is, it's a situation where you got a girl and she's telling you that nigga ain't your friend for real. No, we go back. Look. That nigga's not your friend for real. And that's before he even tries to do something. She can just tell, like, nah. And even throughout the thing, they're like, you know what, we fucking, we be going back and forth and all that, but that's still my brother. That's still my brother. Yeah, y'all are frenemies. Like, y'all niggas do not fuck with each other at all. Like,
imagine if Genuine was there. If he would have made.
Now I thought that's what they should have did though. They should have made that.
They said he was tied up at one of the airports.
I think most of the people that were supposed to show up were stuck at the airport.
Yeah, and then, they say Genuine was supposed to come, but he couldn't make it.
No, I'm saying it should have been it should have been Tank versus Genuine versus Tyrese, the whole event.
Like, been there all night. Like, I do appreciate that it was only like an hour and a half.
They could have did 10 songs each, and we could have been in and out.
I'll say this: them doing 2 songs each round was pissing me off, because it'll be a song that I'm like, oh, I fuck with this song.
Yeah, you start getting into the song, and then it goes into another song.
We're like, okay, this one was good, but this one bad. So at one point, Tyrese was ahead for me, because I'm like, the fuck is this song? I don't like this song. Or round 2. Wait, are you gonna go round by round? Or you just want me to give you my overall?
Yeah, go overall.
So round 2, Tank lost by default, because the song that he did is Slow by him and Jay Valentine. That was Big Sip's shit. That was his song. As soon as I heard the first chord, I fast forwarded it. Like, nope. Yeah. Like, I'm not listening to that. And then, so the song that Tyrese did was Stay, and I'm like, nope, he lost by default with this one. Even with round 3, like, I gave it to Tyrese because he did Signs of Love Making, and I'm a Scorpio. He dedicated a whole verse to me.
Yeah, and he didn't include Aquarius in the whole song. So there's a whole Aquarius contingent that is literally like, nigga, that's why you lost. Like, that's a whole
or even him just coming out and bringing Chingy out, and then Pulling Me Back. That's like my favorite Chingy song.
Yeah, that's
hard. He wins it for that for me. Or when he did Lately and What Am I Gonna Do? My 2 favorite Tyrese songs. And I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling for you.
And he did that. What's the one? It was just recently on the Shame.
Yeah, that. So I actually wrote in here. I said, because at the end when he's yelling, I wrote in parentheses, "Niggas, stop yelling at us."
Shame.
Like, niggas, that's the problem. That's the problem with R&B and relationships today. Niggas used to yell to get you back.
Yeah, it's definitely brought back old R&B.
Like that, yeah, to get me back. Like that's what they stopped doing. They ain't in the desert no more. They ain't on their knees. It ain't raining outside no more. No,
and Trey Songz didn't have to show up.
He had the turtleneck on. He had the turtleneck on to let y'all know that he was bringing R&B back.
Hold on, and then this was the turning point to me in the whole event was this part.
You should take off that turtleneck. Anytime you feel like a take off that turtleneck, you gon' suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck.
That's when this whole thing changed. Is that
it was over by then.
Because it showed that he was prepared with his band.
Yeah,
more than Tyrese. Tyrese just hired these niggas and y'all to show up, and I give y'all the set.
And he took his singer.
And he took his singer because it happened twice. The first time I noticed it was when Tank did Come Over, and I wrote and I said, why is Tyrese's backup singer singing along with Tank? And then later on,
because he might have used them because he ain't have a whole band himself.
And then he came back again and grabbed them. So it was
but did you hear what Tyrese said after he did? He's like, how you gonna do a song don't nobody know? And he was like, man, don't let, and all the chicks in the front crowd was like, they just start screaming like, he's like, don't let these Aaliyah fans come in here and fuck you up.
That part, because he did the Wale song first and then he did Aaliyah. And it's like, well, since he did Aaliyah last, and then he's like, why are you playing a song that nobody know? And I'm like, it's like, hey, look, don't. He's like, Tank was ready.
Mm-hmm.
He was prepared. He was very prepared for the event.
He was ready to fight that niggas when he said that. But he was absolutely very prepared.
But you know what? I think Tank been ready to do a versus ever since he went on Drink Champs. That was a few years ago. He been ready to do a versus.
So you said he been preparing for this night for years, for a couple years.
And then even with but I will say this about Tyrese, even with him saying, well, now I don't know what song I want to do. Good. Like for me, that's what it should be. Like, okay, so you may have had a set list ready, but if they play this, don't be like Bone and 3 6 Mafia, where you have your plain set list, and no matter what 3 6 Mafia play, you like, you know what? Flight of the Bumblebee, let's go for it. So, you got to be able to pivot and go to something else. And so I do appreciate the thinking on the moment of, okay, he just played this. What can I come back with? Like
but
that.
To me, him not doing the best man would that to me was like you had a free point there potentially.
Dude, like it's
like that's a big song. That was like a big song. That the best man, Tyrese best man I can be. Like that was a big song.
I even thought he was gonna do the Baby Boy song.
I thought he was too.
I want to know why he could have sang. And when Trey would mention we've been in commercials.
Oh, the Coca-Cola.
He could have sang the Coca-Cola song. Wait a minute.
I thought that was a free win.
Listen, first off, Trey Songz came out, and I didn't even realize it was Trey Songz for a second.
I didn't either. He looks different.
And I'm like, who the hell is this? And then he's trying to keep the unity going and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, all right, now just keep the keys going. Just keep the keys going. And then Tyrese is like, nah, stop that. It's my turn.
Nah,
it's my turn.
Time is zero.
It's my turn again. And it's like, wait a minute. Like, and it's like, to that point, Tank is like, didn't you say fuck the clock? Mm-hmm. You're the one who said fuck the clock. You said early on, fuck the clock.
Hey, I love how Tank was getting at him when he was like, you don't go on tour. You don't do hard ticket sales.
Right.
Because you can tell Tyrese was just playing shit, which I get you, but he wasn't prepared. He was just like, it was songs like, nigga, we don't know these songs.
I didn't know some of them songs, like I said, with when he did Lately and What Am I Going to Do? He won because so Pleasure P, the Pretty Ricky Pleasure P era, for me, those are the little brothers of Immature. Mm-hmm. So it's like, though, like I didn't pay attention to them. I'm like, them the babies. I'm not paying attention to these little boys. So I didn't know the song under, and then like I actually wrote, I said, Auntie don't know this song. I don't know what
that song. He did the Marcus Shoot. He did Naked.
Yeah, he did Oh by Morian, and then he did Naked. And then the woman, the pregnant woman that was singing, I'm like, and I just kept writing out, turn her mic up. I can't hear her. She's trying to be all soft and sultry, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to with your voce.
Tyrese remembers that he ain't write shit either. I think he was sitting there like, damn, he did write that song for LaToya. He's sitting there like when she came out.
LaToya Lucky looked the fuck good.
Oh, she's looking bad.
First off, she's pretty anyway. She's always pretty. But she looked the fuck good.
Yep.
Period. Coming out there. And so she's singing along to that. And then, so the other part is like, it's hard when you have a songwriter because now they dip into a whole other bag of shit versus what their hits are. But then again, like, so they were going to have it, but I said that Shame song, I wasn't familiar with it, but again, he was yelling at the end. I'm like, see, you bringing that R&B back. I like that yelling.
Tanks wrote songs for Tyrese. If he wanted to really be a dick, I would have done a Tyrese song that I wrote for Tyrese.
Or even when Jamie Foxx came out and thought it was his verses. He had that Pharrell ass hat on, and then he just comes out and he just is out. And I'm like, okay, sir, this is not like your verses.
I'm surprised they didn't do Independent Woman though. The Neo joint. They did the joint, and I don't even remember. I didn't say I didn't, but I didn't really rock with that song off the Jamie Foxx Unpredictable album. The song that they did that Tank wrote.
But then I thought Tank wrote Unpredictable, didn't he?
Not the whole thing, but that song he did that Jamie Foxx performed. But I thought they would have did Independent Woman from Neo where they all own it.
Yeah.
So it's
again, but Tank was prepared, and like Tank don't. I like Tank because he don't take himself seriously.
These niggas do not
he makes it fun.
They do not. And also, let me write this down. Tyrese came out with a So Def hoodie on and a mug of tea. Keith Sweat also drink tea on tour. And we know that ain't tea. And that wasn't tea that was in Tyrese's cup. And I'm just going to say that, and I mean it. That was not tea. Or if it was, he was a hot toddy. It had something else in it. It was not just tea.
We get a TGT album coming soon.
No, it's similar. I think Stacey hit on the head. These niggas is all frenemies, man. Like
they do not like each other.
Because there's no way that they shouldn't just keep coming out with TGT albums. There is no reason that they shouldn't be doing a TGT album every 2 or 3 years.
Because we know if Gerald Levert was still alive,
LSG would have been on album 15 right now.
It's true. It is. Now, I will say this, and I do agree with Tyrese about, so we doing the regular version and the remix?
Yeah.
Like, then we already heard this. Like, it's great that you brought Trey out, but then he did Maybe I Deserve. He's like, oh, since he already mad or whatever, right, go ahead and cut his head off. Let's do this Maybe I Deserve. And then, like, so I watched it on YouTube today, and it just cut off, like, after, like, I almost think the last couple of notes of Maybe I Deserve. So I don't know what they did after that, if anything. He did Please Don't Go after Maybe I Deserve. That was his last song. So, yeah, it was, Tyrese cutting him off and all the costume changes. And then even when he did Sweet Lady, it's like, dude, this is was your first number one. Like you and he didn't even end with that. He ended with How You Gonna Act Like That. So this was the highlight of my day.
But is this the verses we need to get back to, similar like something like this if we're gonna be doing it needs to be like this, right?
It needs to be like this. It needs to definitely be like this. Period. Like it's absolutely that. And again, like I like the thinking on the spot of okay, they just played this. I need to play something else. Then we need to switch the track up, right? Because you want to go. It's a battle. We're going back and forth. So even if it was my best song versus your best song. Yeah, if it was a DJ battle, like whatever, you might have had a plan in your head of what you was gonna do, but the guy over here, he doing this and that. And you're like, okay, hold on, I gotta change this up. I gotta change this up. So that makes sense. So I like that part of it. But who else don't like each other?
No, that was my next question. We need a woman's version of this, right? Who could we get that would be able to give us this similar energy? The one that we already got that we may have to run back is Keisha Cole Ashanti. I can see that getting tense, or at least having that kind of energy like that. That's the one we may need to. They may need to go run that one back for a live version like this.
Like who don't fuck with each other?
But they gotta be friends though. But they gotta be frenemies though. You can't. Like because Tyrese and Tank will still hang out though. Stacey. So you gotta.
Which is so ridiculous. Like it's again, like it's they brothers and shit. But yeah, you're like again. Now your girlfriend telling you know your boy tried to holler at me.
You think that's them two towards each other?
I think that, like I said,
are they like that in general? You saying?
I'm saying I think that their type of relationship is the kind of where you can't leave your girl by the other one.
Because we're gonna get one up on the other one, basically.
Because the dirty Mackin is coming. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a little sly ass shit. Like I said, it'll say some shit like, "I like you better than that girl that was over here this morning."
We're gonna do Faith Evans versus Kelly Price.
Damn, Kelly ain't got enough songs though. Faith do though. Faith got enough.
Faith got enough to do it.
Yeah.
Now,
do you do Faith versus Lil Kim though? I mean, I know that don't match. It's R&B versus rap,
right? But I'm saying like, or if like back in if it was possible at some point, like back in the day, a Lil Kim versus Foxy, or hell, right now a Cardi versus Nicki situation,
Cardi,
right?
Nicki.
Like stuff like that. But I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a booty shaking concert right there. Just leave it alone. Like move forward. But or hell, a Lil Kim versus Nicki situation. But again, but they not frenemies. They just they gonna fight.
But I do think they need to start doing tag team matches though to make this so like, let's say you put 702 and Changing Faces versus John A and somebody else where they got enough songs.
John A and Total.
Yeah, but it's enough where all four groups can shine, but they only got to come out with 20. You know what I'm saying? One group got to hold the bearing of 20 songs.
Shit, I like to do a battle of the one-hit wonders. Throw a one-hit wonder in there, man. Let's see what Skee-Lo can do against
Mark Morrison.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, if we actually do another bracket, because someone mentioned Tevin Campbell in the group was like, was he on the thing? I'm like, nah, we didn't add. It wasn't any solo artists.
It was groups, yeah.
But if we do another one, I definitely could see us doing.
We got to do it. If we do that one, we got to break it down. Do a just male and then a just female. We can't.
Male and a female.
It'll be too much trying to do like combine them like we did.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like just like left side, right side, and then we just go to the battle to the end. Or all
male. I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, the all male bracket and all female bracket, and then just the male champion and the female champion. Yeah, and then but I do like the idea of the battle of the one-hit wonders.
Yeah, I mean, get them a check or two, man. You know,
I do.
Hey, nothing wrong with that one night. You get your one night back on the top. You know, performing your mega hit.
Yeah, like a Tony Terry versus a Tony Rich Project situation.
Tony Terry versus Tony Rich, the battle of the T's.
I'm just saying, When I'm With You versus Nobody Knows.
Would you? As we get out of this one, would y'all do it? Would y'all do a Tevin Campbell, Marcus Houston?
Fuck no.
Nah.
The answer is Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell got too much.
Well, I'm just saying, but who do you match Tevin up with though? Because Usher ain't gonna do it versus him. That's the only other person though. That would make sense.
With Tevin,
I would love to see Tevin get shine like that. Is what I'm saying. But you got to match him up with somebody.
There's nobody else. Because as I said before, and everybody was mad that I said it, and I'll say it again, Tevin was the prince. And then Usher, and then when Tevin started falling off, Usher was able to come on in. But then also, they vocally, we got that, right? But Tevin didn't dance. Usher dances. So that was that extra added piece.
If you remember, if you go look at the Goodbye video, that was when they was trying to get Tevin to try to dance, and then they figured out this ain't working out for this.
Like, man, this nigga can just sing, man. He just
we tried it. We tried it in Goodbye. We tried it.
Because I'm the T to the E to the V to the I to the N.
What? They tried it with Tef, and they was like, somebody probably was like, man, I know I can do it. I can get him on point. I could get him there. And then they saw that video, was like, who said they could get him there? That ain't there.
That young man was not made to dance, and that's fine.
Yeah, no.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.